Hey, welcome to day 2 of Passion Week. Um, it is Monday, and 2,000 years ago, on Monday of Passion Week, we begin with John 12, verse 12, and we go to verse 19. And it says, on the next day, and this is why, because on Sunday they were doing their, they gathered in Bethany at, they probably stayed overnight as they usually did in the home of Lazarus and Mary and Martha. And they were going into Jerusalem that next day. If you go back to Luke, and it was, I believe, 21, verse 15, and I'll double check on that for you, but it was, nope, my bad. It was Luke 21 and verse 37, that it said that during the days, during Passion Week, Jesus stayed at the temple and taught. In the evenings, he retired to the Mount of Olives, and so then he would sleep overnight in Bethany, which, as we talked about for Sunday, was not more than a couple miles from Jerusalem. So, but this day is the day, Monday, that he actually rode into Jerusalem on the donkey, on the foal of a donkey, not even the adult donkey. And this was a sign of humility. And you can, it says in verse 10, I believe, that in 11, that he did these things in order that the scriptures may be fulfilled. We see that John says this a lot. And this is a reference back to Zechariah 9:9. I would have you turn also and read this portion in John 12, verses 12 to 19, and also read Psalm 118, because in this you see a couple things. The first thing is, blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. That's in that psalm. And also, Hosanna in the highest. Hosanna, Hosanna. That means save now, save us. And that is also in that Psalm 118. We see that they threw the clothing down, and also the branches from the palm branches. We see this back in Leviticus 23, and also in Nehemiah chapter 8, verse 15, when a victor comes back from a profitable journey, say a king, that they would do this. They would throw their clothes down to revere him and honor him as he came back to the town where the people were that he represented. So we see this back there. And so this would be the day that he would have ridden into town, and the people were shouting out to him. And then, as usual, he would go into the temple and teach. Now, when we come up to the end of these verses, we also see again that the Pharisees would be gathering. And at this time, they're getting a little angry because it says, look at this man. Even the whole world goes after him. This is the beginning of, when it talks about the world a lot in John, it's talking about a couple different things. There's the world system, as we can see him discussing in his epistle, 1 John 2:15 to 17. But in this context, it's the Gentiles, because it also talks about how the Gentiles, they were following after him. So this is the beginning of what we're going to see in Acts with the New Testament church. He has presented a series of woes on um, these people. Um, and the beginning of the Gentiles are starting to take note of him and follow after him. So once he rides into town, and this just adds to their animosity towards him, the Sadducees and Pharisees, and they already want to kill uh, Lazarus, because by Jesus resurrecting him from the dead in John 11, it's causing all these people to follow after him. So the Gentiles are wanting to get close to him and talk to him at the temple. They're trying to get let in to talk with him and meet with him directly. And they don't like it. They're seeing that all these people are following after him. And as usual, that takes away from their power and influence and money, and bullying people into their temple. So, they're losing pew warmers, and they don't like that. So that's just one more thing that they're getting angry. So not only do they still seek to kill Jesus, but now they also are seeking to kill Lazarus because of the miracle. And so that's the events of what happened on that Monday, 2,000 years ago, when he rode into town on the donkey. And again, I refer you back to Zechariah 9:9 for the prophecy that fulfills, and Psalms 118 for the Hosanna, and blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. And you can see where it was a custom in the Old Testament, because they were still living in Old Testament days. We didn't have the New Testament yet. So, Nehemiah 8:15 and Leviticus 23. Check those out. And then tomorrow we'll be back for day 3 of the Passion Week, and we'll have a whole other series of events. And I leave you with that today. And, really, I encourage you to think about this, because, as you know, how quickly we say Hosanna, and blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. And we love Jesus when things are looking good, when we're around other believers and we're hyped up. But when we're by ourselves, do we turn to, or something goes wrong in our life, do we turn like the people will, as we will see in a few days, to say, cast him aside, get rid of him, or do we stay with him? And that's something to think about. And think about that ride and how he fulfilled prophecy today, because it's really powerful. There's over 300 messianic prophecies that he fulfilled just in his first coming. And I heard I'll leave you with this. I heard a statistic today that it said something like, that would be the possibility of one person fulfilling all of those would be like writing 84 with 100 zeros after it. It would be 1 in 84, whatever that is. I'm not good at math. Would that be to the 100th power? Possibility. That's really impossible. And yet he fulfilled every one of them. And we're going to see more things that he fulfilled as we go through the week. But today was a good day in that he rode into town, and the people loved him, and they honored and revered him. So, God bless you guys. Thank you for watching. We'll be back tomorrow with day 3 of Passion Week. Have a blessed rest of your Monday.